going to do a video. This is where the world record halibut was caught, and it was caught from an island called, it's this one, this island here. I don't know how to pronounce it. Vannareid. World record rod and line halibut was caught here. Just for your information, there is a fishing centre here called Torsvag. Anglers will do that. And I'm just going to change to meters. No, we're in meters, that's fine. Very deep here. And yeah, so there's the hut, there's the accommodation, the boats are in here, and you come out of here, head north or west, and there's a bank here. But if you go this area up here, Grotty Gwynner. There's a bank here, look. This area here, look, how shallow it is. Surrounded by relatively deep water, so you've got deep water, so you're coming up from the island here. I don't know precisely where the rod and line record halibut was caught, but this area. You could come anywhere, to be brutally honest. You head north, I think this is about 5 miles, something like that. There's a bank here, and there's another one. They're all over the place, look. Gwynner, Quatty Gwynner, Ola Nugwynner. So there's a real massive area potential there, and if for some reason you can't get out there because of the weather, there's one here, this area here you can fish, but speak with the guides. Yeah, that is very exposed here, very exposed, so it points towards going in the long daylight months of June, July, August, September. I think early September it's still fairly light. August, when I went in August, I think it was. So make sure you bring one of those like aeroplane blindfolds, black, because it's just bright sunshine at 2 in the morning. It's really bizarre, but it's quite funny. So if you want to go fishing, I can remember looking out the window, it's 1 in the morning, and there was a bloke in a boat and he was going off out fishing. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, so you can head south as well if you wanted to, but the fishing, in my opinion, wouldn't be so good. But this is quite a good value one. The boats aren't quite so good. They're diesel engine boats, maybe a bit cheaper for you, and the fishing was extremely good. And yeah, you literally sport for choice where to go. I mean, you've got realistic limitations where you can go in these sort of boats. I mean, there's banks everywhere out here, but you just stick to what the guide tells you, and that's it really. But yeah, if you're after a place 10 to 50 metres, try in there. These little, anywhere where the depth is that, it's worth trying. If other people are fishing for other species, put down a flatty rig if the depth is right, and they should be there. But they do sort of say in little sort of estuaries and little bays, and where you can see the sand is, put plenty of bling on down there. And they say bait for that is ideally shrimp, if you can buy it from the supermarket, if they've got it. If they haven't got it, the amount of times people tell me that they couldn't get any bait, and that was the reason why they didn't do any place fishing. Well, there is an alternative to that, and it's coalie belly. Strips of coalie belly, the thin stuff, and it doesn't matter if it's been eaten a few times and it's all mushy. You can probably mush it up yourself a little bit, and just a little thin sliver of that on a size 110 hook with plenty of bling on it does the damage. So you could try fake baits, the Western creature core things and stuff like that. As long as you've got plenty of bling on your rig, little fake ragworms, things like that, they might go for that. But I would try the fish strip personally. So that's that. Obviously, with regards to bringing gear to Norway, a lot of people do make the mistake of bringing everything, lots and lots of gear. You don't lose a lot of gear in Norway. I'll be brutally honest, you probably want about a couple of pilks or perks or whatever it is, probably 250 gram in the banana shaped mould. They're the most effective. You want some of those gummy max in different colours. Try different colours. I think haddock like the lighter colour, not the red. You wouldn't think there'd be any little fine lines, but trust me, there's fine lines. You want to rig up a few leaders, so you ain't got to waste time rigging up leaders. Your hooks, treble hooks. Probably want to buy your own treble hooks and replace split rings and treble hooks which are on the pilks you buy, because they're not very good and they're usually not that sharp. You want to put some nice sharp hooks on trebles, 3.0, 2.0, something like that. And yeah, make sure you got some good leader material. You probably need to bring one rod, 20 to 30, something like that. Travel variety. You could bring a spare. It depends what you're going after. You're going after halibut and stuff like that. A couple of reels, a couple of food jigs. You know, you don't want to take too much. There's a video on, let's get this right, Angler's World, I think it is, on this centre. And there's a guy called, what's his name, Lewis. Is it Dave Lewis? I can't remember. Anyway, it's a video on this. Click on it. And is it Dave Lewis? He's a Welsh guy. He does all the boat angling in the UK and stuff like that. And he went there. And he goes there for a week. And at the end of the week, he sits down and he's just about to catch his flight. And he goes through what he recommends to bring, and he's not far wrong, and that's on there. You don't need to bring a lot. Don't bring lots of crap. But it's amazing that the information is all there, and yet I still see YouTube videos where people have gone, "Oh, I brought too much stuff." You know, you got to do your research. Got to do your research. Anyway, that is where the largest rod and line halibut was caught. I was expecting it to be somewhere in Alaska or something like that, but no, it's here. Vannareid. Okay,